Okay, the book that I'm doing is Red Dragon by Thomas Harris. And I chose this book because I'm really into mystery, suspense, horror novels. And this was right up my alley. And because I love the movies and Hannibal Lecter. So, yeah. I'm going to start off by talking about the main characters. First off, there's Will Graham, who was a really good forensic investigator until a few years earlier. He was hunting down Hannibal Lecter and he almost killed him. So he went and retired in Florida and became a diesel mechanic with his wife and his son. Another character is Francis Dollarhide, who is just crazy. Just your typical nutty buddy. And has a split personality, and I don't want to give away the book, but he's just totally crazy, and he's also super obsessed, beyond obsessed, with William Blake's painting, The Great Red Dragon, and The Woman Clothed in Sun. So there's a little bit about him. Also, of course, there's Hannibal Lecter, who is cunning and conniving and brilliant and just completely too smart for his own good. And yeah, so let's see, a summary of the book is the dog, oh my gosh, Will moved to Florida with his wife and his son, and they are living a happy near-death experience-free life when Jack Crawford, which is an old friend of Will's from the forest, comes knocks on the door because they need his help with an investigation of the Tooth Fairy, which is a new serial killer. By the way, they call him the Tooth Fairy because he leaves bite marks on all his victims. But anyway, they need his help, and he's the best. He's a prodigy. He has a way of putting himself in situations that no other investigator could really do. So they called on him, and he didn't want to, but he did anyway. And so basically, without giving the book away, he put himself in a lot of scenarios, and he couldn't figure it out, so he resorted to the help of Hannibal, who somehow can get his way through anything. And I don't want to give away the ending especially, but justice is served in the end. So there's that. Let's see. My thoughts on the book are, it was great. I didn't want to put the book down. I wanted to keep reading. And I'm actually really excited to read the second book, Silence of the Lambs. But I want to go ahead and finish up here with a little piece from the book on page 414. It says, "Dear Will, here we are, you and I, languishing in our hospitals. You have your pain, and I am without my books. The learned Dr. Chilton has seen to that. We live in a primitive time, don't we, Will? Neither savage nor wise. Half measures are the curse of it. Any rational society would either kill me or give me my books. I wish you a speedy convalescence, and I hope you won't be very ugly. I think of you often. Hannibal Lecter." The intern looked at his watch. "Do you need me any more?" "No," Crawford said. "Where's the incinerator?" When Crawford returned in 4 hours for the next visiting period, Molly wasn't in the waiting room, and she wasn't in the intensive care unit. Graham was awake. He drew a question mark on the pad at once. "D dead how?" he wrote under it. Crawford told him. Graham lay still for a full minute. Then he wrote, "Lamed how?" But anyway, the main part I want you to get out of that was the letter. So, yeah, I would highly suggest the book, and thank you for listening. What's a dragon say? Wow. Good job.